So I'm revising one of their papers here with you. Let's see what they have for you. Are you ready? Number one, and let me zoom as always so that we can have a bigger uh, spacing that you could see visibly. So number one says, during a creative arts lesson, learners were asked to collect locally available materials for making costumes using or used in a folk dance performance. Which material is most suitable? So when we talk about locally available materials, here we can talk about sisal fibers, which can be used very well and economically used. Then number two, we talk about during a physical education lesson, Nathan was playing a traditional skipping game using a simple equipment. Look at that. That is the photo they are talking about. So, which equipment was he using? That is a rope. Of course, the correct answer is B. We go to number three. Number three says, learners were asked to make artwork by combining and sticking different materials on a surface. What is the technique called? So when you stick um, different materials, that one is collage. Same material, that one is mosaic. But now we talk about collage, sticking different materials. The correct answer is D. Number four, during a school music festival, learners are expected to behave responsibly. Which behavior is appropriate during a musical performance? Push others, that one is not appropriate. Abuse, not. Sing loudly without control, no. Sing respectfully without abusive language. So the correct answer for respectful engagement or appropriate during behavior during the KMF is sing respectfully without abusing others or maybe abusive language. Number five, Alana was creating an artwork using crayon etching technique. Which tool is best used for scratching? Here we'll need a sharp pencil, a thread, water can, paper. So the correct answer there we learned to be sharp pencil can be used for scratching. Number six, during gymnastic lesson, grade 5 learners performed a movement that involves balancing the body using hands and legs. Which this is the activity that we have here. So what is the activity called? Is that head balance? No. That one egg roll? No. We can't say it's a T balance. It's a crab balance. That one is a crab balance. So the correct answer is C. Number seven. During class discussion on importance of music, learners gave different answers. Who gave the correct importance of music? Ebo said music passes messages to people. David said music is only used in war. Musembi said music is used to incite people. Moses said music house is only for house chores when you're doing house chores. So the person who gave the correct answer here is Abel, who said music passes messages to people. That is very correct. So the correct answer for number seven is A. Number eight. During an art lesson, Alana wanted to join two pieces of paper to complete a collage. Which material is most appropriate? I repeat, during an art lesson, Alana wanted to join two pieces of paper to complete a collage. Which material is most appropriate? Do we need glue, water, saliva, or ink? Of course, we need glue to join these papers. So the correct answer there is A, number 9. Before a volleyball game, learners were assigned to mark the playing court using locally available materials. Which material is most suitable? Do we need sand? Do we need colors? Do we need paints? Do we need ash? Locally available material, the one that can be very clear and visible is ash. Ash can be the best to mark the ground, like in the villages when we were marking our fields. So, number 10 says, in a music class, learners were identifying solfa hand signs. Which hand sign represents do? Do is angumi, like a punch. So the correct answer here is B, which is the correct answer. That one is do. Then after number 10, we go to number 11, which says, sorry, Number 11 says, during a physical education, learners practiced fielding and bowling and batting. So, which game were they playing? This one is the game of rounders. It can be rounders. Then the correct answer there is A. Number 12, during a painting lesson, learners were asked to identify primary colors. Which group is correct? So I gave you the formula for primary colors where I said you can say Brayo or you can say Brai. Brai stands for B for blue, R or red, R for red, then Y for yellow. So which ones are that? Do you have blue? Yes. Red? Yellow. So the correct answer there is D, number 13. During a music lesson, one learner sang a song fast while another sang slow. What term describes the speed of a song? Speed of a song, that one is the tempo. So the correct one is D, number 14. During Labor Day celebrations, grade 5 learners perform songs while wearing traditional costumes. What type of a song were they mostly likely performing? Traditional is a folk song. So the correct answer there is A, folk song. Number 15. Number 15, we say during an arts lesson, learners molded pots using clay soil and placed them under the hot sun to dry. What mostly likely happened? It dried properly? No. It remained unchanged? No. It cracked due to heat? Yes. The correct answer there is it cracked due to heat. You cannot dry direct from the sun. Then number 16. During During a football session, learners were told that only the goalkeeper is allowed to use the hands. Which game were they playing? Oh, this question is direct. If someone fails this one, I don't know why. Because they are telling you during football training. So that was irrelevant. Maybe the examiner could have told us, like during training session, learners were told that only the goalkeeper is allowed to use the hands. Which game were they playing? So that one is football. The correct answer is D. Sorry. Then number 17 says, during an art lesson, learners were asked to draw objects such as fruits placed on the table. Then the question, which type of drawing is that? So when you place items on the table, that one is still life object, drawing of non-moving objects. So the correct answer there is B, still life drawing. Number 18 says, physical education learners were asked about skipping rope exercises. What is one benefit of skipping a rope? Makes one lazy, no. Increases body weight, no. Improves flexibility and fitness. Without proceeding, that is the answer. Improves flexibility and fitness. Number 19. During a music lesson, learners used instruments that produce sound when shaken. You see the instrument there. So how are such instruments played? This one are shaken. The instruments are played by shaking. The correct answer is A. Number 20. During an art lesson, learners created a design showing gradual change from light to dark colors. What is this design called? That one is known as gradation strip. The correct answer is A. Number 21. During a social studies and art integration lesson, learners learned the meaning of colors in Kenya national flag. What does the black colors represent? The black color represents the people of Kenya. The correct answer is C. Number 22. During athletics training, learners were taught safety rules for sprinting. Which one is the correct safety? Run barefoot? No. Skip warm-up exercise? No. Ignore commands? No. Use assigned lane. So the correct answer for number 22 is D. Use assigned lane. Number 23. During a creative arts lesson, a learner wanted to decorate a t-shirt using a suitable technique. Which method is mostly appropriate? So when you use appropriate technique, you can improvise. We can have also crayon etching is not there. Painting. The correct one is painting because of the word T. t-shirt using suitable technique. During a creative let me repeat that question to give you the best answer. During a creative arts lesson, a learner wanted to decorate a t-shirt using a suitable technique. Which method is appropriate? It is not painting. Sorry for that. I thought to draw, they wanted to draw the letter T. So the correct one there will be tie and dye. The correct answer is tie and dye. That is C. Number 24, we say during a music lesson, the teacher demonstrated a wind instrument. How is a wind instrument played, by the way? It is played by blowing air into it. And this one is a very good sample of a wind instrument. You can go and get the name of that wind instrument by Googling different types of wind instrument. We have numerous of them from different communities. And for my learners, I gave them a song which is always assisting them to answer these wind instruments and the community they are drawn from. So number 25 says, during a sports competition, learners were competing against each other. What is a competing player called? That one is an opponent. The correct answer is A. Number 26, during an art lesson, learners studied ornaments made by the Maasai community. Which material is commonly used? Ornament made. We use beads. This one is the beads. The correct one is B. Number 27. During a drawing practice, learners were taught shading technique as shown below. What is it called? This one is smudge technique. The correct answer is A. Number 28. Sorry. Number 28. During an art lesson, learners were asked to cut pictures from magazine. Which tool is mostly suitable? Of course, here we can use a scissor cutting this, or maybe from magazine a scissor can be inappropriate. The best one with the accuracy is a razor blade, which is C. Then number 29, during a swimming lesson, learners were reminded about safety rules. Which is a correct swimming rule? Plain water freely, wrong. Follow swimming rules. Yes, that one is very correct. Follow swimming rules. Number 29, the correct answer is B. Number 30, during a music lesson, learners identified melodic percussion instruments. Which one is correct? Melodic percussion. Remember, melodic produces different tunes or different sounds. So we have kayamba, that one is non-melodic. Drum is non-melodic. Jingles is non-melodic. The melodic one is marimba. And I have been telling my learners, always by reinforcing, do not confuse kayamba, which is shaken, by marimba. Marimba is a hit. It is just made of different different wood, or maybe what do we say, how do we call them, tumbao mbao, twenye unagonga gonga tukitoa different sounds. Yes, marimba. So the correct answer for number 30 is C, marimba. Number 31, during a music lesson, learners were asked to complete solfa notes in a melody pattern. This one just starts from do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. So the remaining one there is la, which is D. The correct answer is D, la. Then we continue with number 32, physical education. Learners identify different activities. They use the following item to play. So we have this item here. This is the item the learners used. Which one cannot use the item above? We have a ball, volleyball, netball, volleyball, football can use, apart from hide and seek. So the correct answer there is D, hide and seek. Number 33. During a mathematics and art integration lesson, a learner drew a line from one corner of a square to the opposite corner. What is the line? What is the line called? That one is diagonal line. The correct answer is A. Then 34. During sports activities, learners identified events held on athletics track. Which is not an athletic track? Which one is not for athletic tracks? Netball. C, the correct answer. 35. During a school Music performance. Learners saying about soldiers protecting the country. What type of song is this? Patriotic song. That one is a patriotic song, which is A. Number 36. During music class, learners identified a musical notes from the diagram. Which note is this? This one is a quaver, which is B. We continue to the other side to have this part as well. Number 37. Let's continue. Number 37. Creative arts teacher. During a creative arts lesson, the teacher used a digital device to demonstrate carving techniques. Which device was used? Radio, laptop, knife, panga. Of course, we will use a laptop to display the videos or photos. Then 38, we say, after making art items using locally available materials, learners discussed environmental care. What should they do with waste materials? Play with them? No. Feed animals? No. Dispose them properly? The correct answer is C for number 38. Number 39, during a folk dance performance, learners used special items to enhance, and these are the items. So what are these items called? These are costumes. No, these ones are not costumes. They are props. Yeah, they are props. So we have A. A is the correct answer. Then number 40. Number 40 says, during athletic training, learners learned about starting blocks. What is their purpose? Count laps, no. Mark lengths, no. Help athletes start faster and mark finishing. The correct answer is C. Help athletes start faster. Number 41. During a physical education, learners discussed warm-up activities. Which one is not a warm-up activity? Sleeping. Of course, I will not continue. Sleeping is not a warm-up activity, which is A. Then number 42. During games lessons, learners were taught the importance of rules. Why should we follow rules? To win easily, no. To avoid others, no. To promote fair competition. The correct answer is C. Number 43. After using a drum in music class, learners placed it under the sun. Why was this done? This one is to tune the drum. So the correct answer is tuning, which is C. Number 44. Number 44 says, during a PE lesson, learners identified a pass. Which pass is this? Executing and receiving at the chest level. That one is a chest pass. So this one, the correct answer will be B, chest pass. During an art lesson, a learner coiled a line using clay. What shape was formed? Coiling using clay. That one is a spiral. Spiral. The correct answer is A. During a music lesson, learners identified ways of creating rhythms. Which one is not a rhythm making? Tapping, clapping, stamping, and crying. Crying is not. Then number 47, during a sports lesson, learners identified equipment used in rounders. Which one is used? A bat, a net, a rope, and a stick. Of course, in rounders, we use a bat for batting. So the correct answer for number 47 is A. Number 48. Number 48. Number 48 says, during art lesson or art class, learners created a spiral design using clay. What is this called? Spiral design. Then we go to other areas. That's a spiral line, yeah, which is A. Then number 49. During music class, learners identified rhythm, created creation methods. Which one is not used? Of course, this one is a repetition, crying. So remove that one to have C. Number 50. This one you will answer. During a creative arts lesson, Anna asked, this person was not serious as well. How could you repeat for more than four? Anyways, the three questions are just repetition. So tell me, what is the answer for number 50? And thank you for revising with me up to this point. I appreciate it so much. See you next time when you see me in the next revision lesson or normal lesson. Make sure you subscribe. You invite your friends to form a big family to benefit from this channel for revisioners as well as your clicks. See you next time when you see me. Goodbye.